Hey everyone, this is my first book haul video of the year. But before I get into the video, if you want to see more of these videos, then please hit that subscribe button down below and hit the bell next to it to get notified whenever I post a new video. So these books are actually books that I just got throughout the year. So there's not that many of them because I tried not to get so many books because I still have a lot of unread books on my bookcase. I just got the ones that I really wanted, that I knew that I was going to read as soon as possible. I am planning on reading all of these books or some of the books for reading vlogs in the future, so if you want to see those, then please subscribe for those. First book is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. If you didn't know already, this is the prequel to The Hunger Games. It's set at the time of the 10th Hunger Games. This story is of a teenage Coriolanus Snow, aka President Snow, being a mentor to a District 12 tribute named Lucy Gray. When the announcement of this book came out, I was so excited. Finding out that Suzanne Collins wrote another book, especially a Hunger Games book, is a rare thing to happen. I love prequels, and a story like The Hunger Games, to have a prequel story is just really great. There are so many possible stories to tell in the Hunger Games world, and I'm so excited to read this one. I most likely will be reading it with the audiobook, because it's a pretty big book, so it would take me quite a long while to finish this book. The next one I have is another one I'm pretty excited about, and that is The Captive Kingdom by Jennifer A. Nielsen. This is the fourth book in the Sentence series, the first book being The False Prince. I have said this so many times in my videos. I love this series so much. I can't really explain what this book is about because obviously spoilers. So just go check out my spoiler-free review video of the series, especially if you love Narnia and Hunger Games. I am so excited to read this new book in the Sentence series. I fell in love with this series back in 2016. Ever since then, I've been hoping that there will be a fourth book. Then I saw an interview from 2017 of the author, Jennifer Nielsen, where she said that she has a story idea for the fourth book, but it wasn't the right time to write it yet. Then in January 2020, so basically a year ago, the announcement of the fourth book, this book, is coming out in October, which is my birth month. I pre-ordered it, and now I finally have it. I really cannot wait to read this book and go on another adventure with the main character and other characters. His main character is my favorite character. So yeah. So the third book I have is The Warrior's Curse by Jennifer A. Nielsen. This is the third book in the Traitor Games series. Yes, this is another book by Jennifer Nielsen. Can you tell that she's one of my favorite authors ever? Anyway, the first book, The Traitor's Game, is about, well, here's the description Goodreads has for it. You can pause the video to read it. Since Jennifer A. Nielsen is one of my favorite authors ever, with that being said, I actually blind bought it, which means you would buy any book from that author without reading the summary of the book. I did read the summary for the first book, and I am very interested in it. It sounds intense and mysterious, so I'm looking forward to reading it. And now that I have the third book, I'll be binging the series. Next book I have, well, they're actually books because it's a box set. Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I'm pretty sure a lot of people already know what the story is, but for those of you who don't, here's a simple and short summary. It's a story about a red-headed orphan girl named Anne Shirley. She gets sent to live in Green Gables with the Cuthberts, only to find out she was mistakenly placed there. I first found out about this series through the Netflix TV show. I really enjoyed it and really wanted to get the book series so I can be with the characters even more, especially Anne and Gilbert. Their enemies to friends to lovers story. I love them so much. Like, I fangirl over them a lot. A lot more than I thought I ever would. I also just find Anne's character very interesting in a good way. So yes, I'm very excited to start reading this series sometime this year. The next book I have is Ogre Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. This is a prequel to Ella Enchanted, but it's also a story that can be considered as a standalone novel. This story is about a young healer named Evie who gets transformed into an ogre by the meddling fairy Lucinda after Evie turns down a marriage proposal. Evie now has only 62 days to accept another marriage proposal or she will be stuck as an ogre forever. I love Ella Enchanted, both the book and movie, so much. I grew up watching the movie so many times and I still love it. Then I read the book for the first time in 2018, so after I read the book, I really wanted to read more in the world of Ella Enchanted. So I put this on my want to read list on my Goodreads, and just last year as one of my birthday gifts, I got this book. As I said before, I love prequels and origin stories, so I can't wait to read this book. The next book I have is Finding Narnia by Caroline McAllister. This was one of my Christmas gifts last year. This book, as it says, is the story of C.S. Lewis and his brother. I'm just going to read the description of this book because it's not that long. Jack and Warnie weren't just brothers, they were best friends, but they were very different. Before C.S. Lewis wrote the Chronicles of Narnia, he was a young boy named Jack who spent his days dreaming up stories of other worlds filled with knights, castles, and talking animals. His brother, Warnie, spent his days imagining worlds filled with trains, boats, and technology. One rainy day, they found a wardrobe in a little room next to the attic, and they wondered, what if the wardrobe had no end? If you are one of my followers from my Narnia accounts, then welcome to my channel. If you are a family member or a friend, then you know how much Narnia and C.S. Lewis mean to me, and I love them so much. When I saw that this book existed, I just had to get it. And it's also a really short book. It's in a format of a children's book, so it won't take too long to read it. And I'm excited to learn more about C.S. Lewis and his brother. And the last book I have is Star Wars: The Lightsaber Collection. Again, I'm just going to read the description of this book. Discover lightsabers from every corner of the galaxy in Star Wars: The Lightsaber Collection, a definitive volume of lore and original art, showcasing the iconic weapons as you've never seen them before. This book features the unique lightsabers of legendary warriors such as Luke Skywalker, Ahsoka Tano, Yoda, Kylo Ren, Rey, and many more. You will learn about rarely seen weapons from all across the Star Wars universe, including films, television series, comics, and video games. This book came out in October last year. This is another book that I got as one of my Christmas gifts. I love Star Wars. I grew up watching the movies from a young age thanks to my dad, and my favorite Star Wars era is the prequel era because that's when it had the Jedi Order and just so many Jedi. Then watching Star Wars Clone Wars, finding out about the lightsabers and how it all begins for every Jedi is just very interesting to me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading and looking through this book. Okay, so here are all the books together, and it is kind of heavy, so yep. I'm gonna put this down now. I think that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, then please click that like button and subscribe for more if you want to see more of these videos, because I will be planning on doing more in the future. So again, hit that bell right next to the subscribe button down below to get notified whenever I post a new video. I am planning on reading all of these books or some of the books for reading vlogs in the future, so if you want to see those, then please subscribe for those. And be on the lookout for them as well. And if you want to check out my previous reading vlog, then there's the thumbnail for it. And a new one will be coming very soon, Friday, January 22nd. So be on the lookout for it. Anyway, I think that's it. I hope you all have an amazing day. If I can brighten up your day with one of my videos, then it brightens up my day as well. It genuinely does. I love you all so much. And look out for my next video, which will be coming out next Friday or sometime soon. Bye everyone!